Hey guys, um, it's me finally. Um, so I've been missing you. Hopefully you've been missing me. Is that a bit weird? It's a bit weird. Anyway, the reason why I've made this service announcement is I want to do a review of Dead Space 2. Okay. But the problem with that is I haven't done a review of Dead Space 1. And that's obviously a bit of a problem because, well, it's not a problem for you guys who have played Dead Space, but it's kind of a problem for all of you who don't really know what Dead Space is about. So this is just kind of like an info session, what is Dead Space. So for those of you who have played Dead Space or know about Dead Space, go ahead, go straight to the review of Dead Space 2. For those of you who haven't, this is going to be kind of helpful. So basically, in Dead Space 1, it starts off, you're on a spaceship, you're with a colored chick and a black guy, not being racist, just being observant. Um, believe it or not, the black guy dies first. What? Oh, and there's a Mexican. They're new, right? The demographics are insanely equal. So anyway, you're Isaac Clarke. Isaac Clarke. You're Isaac Clarke, and you're an engineer. Okay. Surprise, surprise. You're the only one who doesn't have a gun in the beginning, right? So you walk into this room with a whole bunch of people with guns who are obviously really skilled mercenaries or whatnot, and they're like, Isaac, turn on the power, whatever, find what's wrong with the ship. So now you have to go off in a separate direction, right? And you end up going into this room where you check out the ship's, I don't know, manifesto or something. You check what's wrong with the ship, and yeah, so this monster, this massive zombie-like fucking thing comes down, and it's like, it starts killing everyone, and then the motherfucker starts chasing you. And so you run, you're like, fuck this, get into the elevator, and you're like, I'm safe, and then it pops out, and it's like, yeah, and you're like, close, fucking close, and yeah, you chop its head off, okay, and then the elevator goes down, and you're like, fuck, I'm saved, right? But everyone else is dead, okay? All the mercenaries are dead. The trained weapon experts, they're all dead. And you're the engineer, okay? You're the smart nerd who, I don't know, is a virgin and whatnot, you're alive. And you find this really conveniently placed plasma cutter, a gun. And you're like, hey, a gun, who knew? So you take it, because, fuck security and whatnot. Oh, and there's dead people everywhere. There's people on the floor, there's blood, and you're like, what's going on? Should open the door, and there's this giant monster that comes out. And that's basically what happens in the beginning. So as the story progresses, you find out, well, actually, there's a little bit of this in the beginning, but you find out that, ooh, Isaac Clarke is also there for another reason. He has a girlfriend or an ex-girlfriend on the ship who he really wants to talk to, and that is why he is there. He doesn't really care about repairing the ship, in my opinion. I'm quite sure she cheated on him or something, because they're like, we need to talk, and we'll talk when we get you. But then she miraculously disappears. He loses contact. That being said, Isaac Clarke then sets on his mission. He's like, he becomes this badass alien zombie killer. For some reason, this engineer, guys, he can do everything. He flies ships, he controls turrets, he's like an expert marksman. He dismembers aliens, etc., etc. He's fucking amazing at everything. And he turns out to be quite badass. And it turns out there's this special artifact, which the humans have now taken off a distant planet. And this artifact has actually been transforming the crew into these zombie monster motherfuckers, okay? And they're badass. They want to eat you, man. They want to fucking eat your face, And if you walk next to them, you have to press E constantly because they're and they're still making up with you and stuff. It's really messed up. But a lot of jump scares in the game, a lot of alien zombie monster thingamabobs jumping through gutters and fucking vents, scaring the shit out of you. And yeah, you find this what did I call it? This artifact, this big rock structure, okay? And the thing that's transforming everybody. And Isaac's like, holy fuck, what have I gotten myself into? And then his chick, what's her name, Nicole? Nicole? Could be Nicole, whatever. She shows up and she's like, Isaac, help me, I'm so glad you're here. But her eyes are all glowing and shit, and she's like, I don't know what was wrong with her. She was like a fucking alien or something, whatever. And Isaac's like, YOLO, let me run away. And he does. He runs away. He plants explosives and shit. I can't remember. The ship starts blowing up itself, or he plants explosives, whatever. He gets on a ship and he fucks off. Okay. And yeah, there's a massive cutscene. The Ishimura, which is the mining ship that went down that he had to repair, that blows up. Along with basically everybody he knew ever. And then cut, badass music. No, you survived, whatever. But now apparently in Dead Space 2, you wake up and you're in like is it a mental asylum? Well, you're basically you're mental, okay? You're seeing shit, and people are like, what happened to Isaac? He looks like he's back from Afghan or something. And yeah, like that's how the game starts with the dude checking your eyes out, apparently, okay? That's all that they really showed. So I'm really amped to start playing the game and see how it is, That's pretty much Dead Space in a nutshell, guys. I really hope that you feel like checking out my Dead Space 2 review, hopefully, because I think it's gonna be quite cool. Massive jump scares. It's actually playability where you can kill stuff. So hopefully I'm not pathetic at that. If I am, laugh at me, whatever. But yeah, thanks for watching the intro, guys. That's Dead Space 1 in a nutshell. And yeah, hope to see you soon, hey? Like and subscribe, and yeah, share my videos. Please. I beg of you. And I will see you guys soon, okay? Not yet. Ha! Had you tricked. What?